I'm Johnny Millennium, this is Victor Lucas, and this, all around us, is Film Fury. Well, not quite. We were in a theater with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson watching a video game adaptation of an old video game that we used to play as kids. How often did you play this game back then?
I liked Rampage.
Me
yeah,
too.
This is Film Rampage that we're on today. I feel like The Rock, though, can sell anything, and it's good business to be in business with The Rock. He's the highest paid movie star in the world.
It's great to be The Rock.
It's great to be The Rock. And I didn't hate this movie. I thought it was pretty enjoyable for the most part. Did you hate it?
Okay, we're getting straight to it?
Yeah.
We're just going to jump right in?
Well, I mean, you want to beat around the bush for a
No,
while?
I don't want to beat around the bush. I absolutely hated this movie so much.
Okay.
I thought I was having an anxiety attack during the movie because I felt so stupid. I reached over for my water, and I wished it was gin. No joke. I was like, why isn't this alcohol?
Well, you know, the premise was 3 giant monsters fighting each other and destroying a city.
And that's the problem. I mean, we can't take that premise and make it into a movie.
They did, though. I can't believe that they did, and I was watching it, and I was watching you, and the utter amazement, and just started cackling for no reason. But the reason is, it's ludicrous that this exists, but it's way better than you think it's going to be.
What? Really?
Right? Like, how good did you think a Rampage movie was going to be?
Vic, defend this movie to me, please.
Well, I mean, it had decent effects. They weren't mind-blowing, but the monsters looked kind of cool, and there was this one really great shot in this movie where a building topples, and The Rock and all the monsters are on top of it, and it comes crashing down in the middle of Chicago, and they had to kind of fly a chopper and not get destroyed. But I've never seen anything like that.
You've never seen anything like that in a movie?
Not with monsters and The Rock and a half busted up chopper, and everybody kind of survives this destruction. And
this is like Kong Skull Island at the end with all that fighting with the monsters and all that.
Yeah, Kong Skull Island is a better movie, and there's better monster movies out there. Even that boring Gareth Edwards Godzilla movie was better than this.
This is like Mighty Joe Young.
Mighty Joe Young probably
reminded me of that,
But I came in with the lowest of low expectations.
So did I.
Thinking this was just going to be utter crap, and it's not utter crap. There's still some enjoyment in this movie.
The comedian is in this movie.
Yes, it's Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
The best performance in the entire movie.
Except if you've watched any of his performance as Negan in The Walking Dead, because he's still doing that side-eyed Texan, I'm so Negan, we're going to swing a bat now, but I got a gun in my holster type thing. He's doing that whole goddamn performance for this whole movie, and it takes you right out of it.
That's how bad this movie is, that's the best performance. And let me just say...
No way, The Rock is good in this. He sells this.
I'm just about to say it.
He likes the apes.
I like The Rock in anything and everything, even if it's the stupidest crap ever.
Yeah.
I like The Rock.
Sure.
But this movie's, I mean, like...
It's dumb, man.
This is so dumb.
It's not going to make you smarter, but you know that when you buy
dumber.
the ticket.
I was like, I mean, no, I'm really not... I was sitting there and I'm like, I remember I looked at my watch and I'm like, there's an hour and a half to go.
They made a full 2-hour movie out of Rampage, the video game, with a premise of monsters fighting each other and destroying buildings and eating people.
Yeah.
But if you know that, and you want to see that, and you want to see the effects,
I mean,
you can go see that. The one thing I think is weird, and this is not an affront to any costume designers out there, but the costume designer got a full-page credit at the end of the movie. And, like, I don't remember the clothes in this movie at all.
I do. The main 2 bad guys or whatever, I remember their clothes. They were like, he had a suit, she always wore a dress that was totally ill-fitting.
But my point is, this is fully a special effects movie, a visual effects movie.
This is not a costume.
Yes.
This is a period piece.
Right. And so, like, I know that the visual effects supervisor got a full screen thing or got a big mention in there, but this is like the costumes mean nothing to this movie.
Well, then that's
and they're so forgettable. But anyways, the visual effects people deserve way more love, because this movie would not exist.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking, when this game came out, if this movie came out with it, that would have been pretty rad and fun in the 80s.
The 80s needed more movies like this.
Right?
Sure, yeah.
But they couldn't make those movies because the visual effects technology and the artistry wasn't there.
Thank God.
But this is one of those cheeseball 80s kind of like, it shouldn't work, but it does kind of work movie, you know?
You know, it's funny we're talking about The Rock and the other performances.
Yeah.
You're right. This is only an effects movie. This is not about The Rock.
No.
The Rock couldn't get himself out of
Dude,
this one. It doesn't matter what he does.
He's standing toe-to-toe with George the gorilla, and they're fighting a giant lizard. And
I
it's
know,
like,
he's
why
serious.
does the giant ape need The Rock at all?
I know.
Like, he could just go, oh, sorry, The Rock, I stepped on you.
I know.
And
This is what I'm talking about. But the reason why I'm being so hard on it,
Yes.
it's so stereotypically stupid,
Yeah.
and I don't think they could have done it another way. I get that, but this is not a good film.
when I saw the trailer, I said, that could be cheesy fun, but I was expecting it to be terrible, and I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's utter crap. We see a lot of crap.
This is up there with The Mummy for me, honestly.
No way.
Yes.
This is better than
no,
The
it's
Mummy.
not The
It's
no,
better
it's
than
not.
The Mummy. The
This
Mummy
is
was
dumb.
terrible,
No,
man.
this is a movie. If I saw on Netflix and watched the first 5 minutes, I'd be out. I don't want to watch this type of movie.
Not only is this better than The Mummy, it's better than that Pirates of the Caribbean garbage that we watched last
Well,
summer as
they're all in the same load of crap. I don't know, man. I looked around at the audience, and I was just like, I felt like we were all getting brainwashed by this garbage entertainment.
yes.
Like they keep shoveling at us, and
yeah.
we keep consuming
It is
because
not-
we're so stupid.
It's not high cinema. You're
It is
absolutely
not-
right.
and I know,
We
and
need to
yeah.
review more period drama.
Like movies like Annihilation. That's why I go to the
Sure.
theaters,
Yes.
you know?
Yes. This
I mean,
doesn't deserve to be in the same multiplex as Annihilation.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
and-
You're right. You're right.
But I'm with you. If you're
It's
if
like-
you just want a stupid
Yes.
monster movie, you're going to get that.
And we're in the summertime now, man. This is when you bring
Even
it.
though
Like
it's raining in Vancouver for 8 months. Yeah.
one of the production entities behind this was ASAP Productions, and I feel like that's the motto with people working with The Rock right now. It's like The Rock says, "Hey, let's make it, let's do it."
Anything he wants,
And they did it.
And the funny thing is, they even showed the arcade machine of the Rampage
Yes.
in the background,
So-
like 10 times.
Not.
It's not like
beating
subtle.
you over the
It's like
head.
there
No,
it is. There it is. It's like, yeah, I get it.
If
I
you
get
are
it.
looking for subtle in a movie called Rampage with 3
You're not gonna
giant
get it.
monsters fighting each other and busting Chicago,
I know.
good luck with that.
You're not going to get
Yeah.
it. We're going to get to the end of this because I need to go home and I need a drink. I need to turn that water into something
You're
else.
missing the gin. I get you.
I'm-
Listen, I think if you've got a bucket of popcorn and you check your brain at the door.
Check it way out the door, outside, in the car, in the parking lot.
And if you like watching even The Rock came up at the beginning of the movie and said all that too. Like he said it to the audience, a special screening thing, right? He said, "Look, I made this because I like giant monsters, and that's what this
Well,
is."
make a good giant monster movie.
It's
Make something fun, better.
Nah, all
I've seen
right.
this a million times before.
We haven't seen a lizard
We-
and
yeah.
a giant wolf and a giant
Yes,
ape.
we have. Kong
destroy
Skull Island. We saw all of them.
Chicago.
We saw all. Well, not. We just didn't destroy a city. We destroyed like a freaking jungle. bear.
I guess, and the sequel of Kong Skull Island will be in Chicago, so we'll
There
probably
you
see it
go.
again.
We're going to get it
But
again.
I'll tell
Vic.
you what,
Isn't that
I think
amazing?
this is going to be a big hit, and we're going to see more from this because The Rock is like Midas right now.
I like The Rock.
What are you going to give Rampage?
I'm going to give this a 2 out of 10.
A 2?
I absolutely hated
Wow,
it. I never
man.
want to see this crap again.
Okay, all right. I feel the hate. I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. I think it's better than that. And,
You still have a chance to change it to a 4.
No, it's above average. It's better than I expected.